Hello, can you meet us? My name is Bob Cartel. Your name is Andrew. Searching. Michigina. Already. Lawasha. Dima. Marco. Hell guys. Come on, some who takes the tent in October have sleeping bags. And you in nature take them with you. And the great sleeping bag I am with favorite old blanket. Yes, love and all sleep together you change. I know which media sheets can be found. I insert everyone to see unique John console. Thank you. I'll give you
Bob's Coffee Shop.
Ваши кофе, сир.
Hi. Can I meet you? My name is Bob Cartel, and you? Alia? Zoya. Already. Luda.
Sorry, I haven't met this time.
What is this?
In fact, I'm waiting for my boyfriend here. He works in the Golden Eagle.
And at night your house was robbed of the 12th apartment. You accidentally did not see anyone here suspiciously.
They did the right thing, that they robbed the right way. I will not turn up my nose, but what did they take out?
Almost everything.
Trace evidence left at the crime scene.
It worked cleanly. Only one thing is strange. For some reason the carpet was not taken out. And the carpet is expensive. Good. Persian.
But you know, keep us informed. Goodbye, happy. Hello. Alia, what have you lost fear? What kind of carpet have you taken out? Persian, you need extra money.
stop. Let's go to the wall. Now sideways. Off.
And you can take a picture with you.
Not allowed.
And you can throw these pictures on a bus flash drive.
No, you can't. Give me the phone.
And I know that we have the right to one phone call.
And where are you going to call?
We'll find out now. Where is Bob? Tell me how much money I have in my account. Nolu.
No way to know.
Thank you. So I found out on my account 3 ust 25 UA, so there was no phone call, okay?
You have your fingerprints.
Well, figure what?
Of course, everything.
And on the legs it is incomplete.
You will see.
And what do you have for hard times?
No, what are you doing? This is cocaine evidence.
Yes, your cocaine is not sweet. This gun is real old toy.
So Bob, calmly. Put the gun on the table.
If he was so scared, then he was real. Be careful. Hi. Can I meet you? My name is Bob. And you?
Molly.
Molly, why didn't you go to college?
Well, like yes.
So you are trading the topic and
Yes.
how much is a kilogram?
Are you a fool? That is dollars per hour.
Wow! I need at least 4 hours. And how many years are 3 letters worth? Listen, Violetta, since we are here together, so you can tell me right now.
Are you a fool?
Bob, on the way out.
You have enough.
I didn't understand what was going on here.
That is dollars per hour.
The mountains are attacking you know. Shut your mouth.
It's 1 in the morning.
Shut your mouth. We are a security guard all our lives. We are still retired persistently the legal right to relax humanly, right? Don't call me mom, I'm tonight. It's day. Ooh.
For what? How many times have I told you? Proof like me? Do not start.
Well, why are you standing and looking? Take off your shirt. Hi. My name is Bob. But you?
Well, what's more expensive? You can tell the sun. What are you? Did you do it in the park at night?
Did you sing about girls?
At night?
Well, yes. After a working day, their vigilance is dulled, and if that happens.
So you don't tell me fairy tales. Come on, Clyde. Well, tell me.
I did not want.
What didn't you want?
You didn't kill me.
You tell the court. Let the court report. All mom is sitting sincerely.
That day, I went out of the house. And I would have understood them raw and tato. It is not necessary to hide any minds from me. Nutunaman is not holding it. Dynamon holds the spire. The spire. Oh. The tails of the tails flew over the roof. As the angle was negligible.
Are you scoffing? Yeah.
You didn't trust the truth.
Do you want to tell a good story? I knocked on you with a hole in the cell. A criminal. You'll speak differently.
Be careful. Hi. Can I meet you? My name is Bob, and you? Nathan. Portman. Kinchik. Barduin. And I didn't think that I was so light. What is your name?
Foxhead.
Fox. What are you singing, or what tricks are you showing?
Igår in sa 10F.
How do you finish? I'm an institute here. I also want to be a military officer.
70 ur mot mobil 7000 nov.
Come on. But why did they imprison? Stole something at the market? Or not? A tram to free riders? What are you fighting for? Hit me again. I'll call the guard, okay? Okay. Don't worry. I will not call anyone. He knows that in prison they do not like everyone. Who tells this? They call me weight billions.
Då jag har tagit real jag fool.
What are you calling names? It's nice for you that I call those a fool.
Come here jag här.
What? Well, stand. Is there a radio?
What to call an ambulance for me?
I'll give you now. Ambulance, get out quick. Well, scratch it out of here. Run. There, that can call the police? Yes, who believe it? So, today is an iPhone.
Well, now you're going to talk.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. Fox told me everything. Today I have to go to his gang and tell him where Fox has hidden the money, not encrypted in the tattoo that Fox made on my back.
For what? Go here. Take the shirt from him. Come out, that's your idiot. So I don't see him again.
So won't you keep an eye on me?
Get away from here.
Q R S T. Jack, you all know where the gang lives here. What do you say, Bob? What other gang? What a gang. An ordinary gang. They rob, steal, they all have a hut. Here are some before them. Carpenter's Pass, what are you? How much to take in that gang? Is that you, Bob? I don't need it any better. I'm free today. I need to give a wine from Fox. Hello. Zalik. Here, one Narita stamp will say that he got a bad rap from Fox. Got it. Okay, Bob, listen here on you. That house means the first front third floor door to the right. 3 long calls, 1 short, 2 long bells, Paula. 3 short and 1 long. Got it. Got it. In general, it's not open to call yet. Thanks. Hi. My name is Bob and you are the bandits.
Let's have a drink.
I'm out of tune. I'd rather eat. Iuda.
Yeah, don't lean on the victim. I'd better say it's not a bobble now captivated.
If I hide the common fund without a gang, I fight Dill myself. But seriously, Fox told me to get a tattoo on my back. Said the bandits will read and understand everything.
Well, show me. Willy, it's good to laugh. Tell me the identity.
Said.
Yush, this is a map. Locust Park, Locust Park. Yeah, I got it. Let's go to transfer money.
Listen, maybe you won't go to business today.
What is it?
Bad omen. Yesterday the whole town of Couchburg.
You think the cops want to hang the city on me?
Noll.
Hi. Can I meet you?
Well, you are Bob.
I what?
Fox rightly said go to the park and find files that look like a complete moron. Fox is grateful for your help and passing this house.
Hi, can I meet you? My name is Babina. David, Will, Mike.
Will.
No.
Bob, I don't get it. Why don't you clean your room? Jack, I no longer have 22 UA. And what is your time spent on, and you don't study? Because I know everything. Or you don't work. Because I'll do everything already. Go there and wash the legs on the couch in your room, because we live in the same apartment and you have to help me. Okay, since you put the question like that, is there lunch? Do you think this is bread and what you bought for me? Credit still, I should like this apartment, but take my own, in 2 rooms. Do you know where you can buy an apartment here? Yes, he's in that house. Do you know where you can get it? Yes, you can at that bank. Facebook, but if you have acquaintances wiki want to give it to good hands, and the right apartment, or the right money, then I sarcastic us. He's got things to do.
Enjoy your stay.
Hi, can I meet you? My name is Bob, and you? Sveta, Marina, Angela, maybe well.
Bob, I only meet guys with serious intentions.
Smart, tighter and tighter and tighter friends, and serious intentions.
Do you even have an apartment?
I'll be in the evening.
Well, when will be then and come, otherwise you cannot offer the girl anything.
As much as I can suggest, I can. Great Maze Bank, Couchburg. Hello.
Good afternoon, can be more useful to you.
Better than a lot of things. I need a new TV set. No less normal.
Loan, targeted and non-generic.
I need an apartment to take these girls there for him.
And you know what? We can give you a loan that pay 15 years is fine for you.
And there are such loans, or a movie is needed for this.
We do not have such loans.
This is bad, because then there would be a lot more of you to the client.
You know what, we can offer you a youth loan. But it is you who pay the 2% annual code.
What is this?
And our state pays the rest for you.
And you have a youth loan for girls, so the subtitle is so by us and the rest was paid by the state.
That it is very beneficial.
We have. Are you paying the state? That is not present, and for sure I seriously scammed with these. Yes, well. And you have a youth loan for girls, so the subtitle is so by us and the rest was paid by the state.
No, mommy, we have no loans for girls. If you want to take a regular loan,
Bring a certificate from the housing office, a certificate from the police, a certificate from the hospital, and a certificate stating that all these certificates are really coming.
The robber asked you to take out a loan.
Come on now, brothers!
Предупреждать надо! Походу, в мене даже на одну ногу не хватає. Ну шо?
Söka ogiltig, söka ogiltig, söka ogiltig, söka ogiltig. Varför gjorde du det här? Varför gjorde du det här?
What will you do?
Lack of public water limits growth. Our water demands have been pretty modest to date, Mayor, since Juggly Town is low density. But if city growth is what you've got in mind, there's no way to meet these water demands without the installation of a full-blown water system, with pumps and mains. Turn the trickle to a torrent, and you're likely to double those densities in no time. Shirt off the back not enough. Shoes taken too. Mayor, the poor have it bad enough without our taxing them right out of the city. The tax rate has hit them so hard they've had to choose between paying the city and meals, and you know where that leads. It leads them away from here, leaving all their employers without employees. This is a shameful day. Please consider reducing the tax on low-income residents. Industries fully tax fleecing. Mayor, we have been raking in the dough from industries without harsh tax rate. We're seeing industrial growth come to a stop, however, and some companies are shutting down entirely. In other words, long-term indicators look bad for Juggly Town. Take a look at your tax policy to see if it's accomplishing all your goals.
Seaport Puplik US, Kunchberg. X.1260Y.75Z.1260.
Come on now, brothers. My life for.
Опа-на, это что за пацан тут лежит? Слышь, дядя, алло, ебать, что ты, ебать, в моем районе, блядь, тут расселся, обрыганище, нахуй. Ты кто такой, блядь?
Че ты доебался, сука?
This is a cool hyperventilating New Year and giftless. This is a cool hyperventilating Christmas to friendless. This is a cool or cold wintry weathered factory. And when
Boliancheck. 7-1-9 balsinga suka.
Opana ett och hudo ett och patsan tutlös hit. Slys död allo jäbat putu vet om rajoner blyat tuta selsya obryggan iskinack tutakoj.
Слушай, если тебе нравится тренировка со скоростью, ты ему так и скажешь, что у тебя это перевязал, это туп, да?
Ты не понимаешь, любовь это всегда.
Да-да.
Точно. Виталька молодец, дал нам хорошую идею. Давайте напьемся снотворного и вместе.
Нет, давайте лучше напьемся слабительного и убьем такси. Нет, нам вместе нужно броситься под поезд.
Да, конечно. В мене кроссовки кинули. Не дай бог селезать, я не могу их.
Ребята, слушайте, давайте выберемся на крышу и снова взявшись за
Мне надо посветлиться с нами. Алло, мама, привет. Скажи, а можно я с мальчиками сбросусь с крыши? Да.
They had me too. It was awful. Sweaty, hot, and nobody laid a finger on me, but they got my weed. If you don't do what they want, Armando Mendes. He wanted me too. One day.
Boliancheck. 7-1-9 balsinga suka.
Luis!
Spent their hell. We just need... Shit.
Boliancheck. 7-1-9 balsinga suka.
Move your hand, please. Sarah. Don't do this time.
Shut up. Bitch creep fuck. Come here you wanna bitch, but creep fuck bitch with creep fuck shit. Or fuck to death.
Я знаю, я не устала.
Bitch shut the fuck. Shut up. Close the mouth. Bitch creep fuck. Or fuck to death I'll fuck. Creep critter close to the fucking mouth. But the check still into eyeballs is a fucking criteria kill your dead.
Я вас слушаю. Почему ты не закрывал эту дверь?
a heart attack and allergy. What an idiot is Electro Groove. Come on gangsta or homies, payback isn't dance like a move. And your own midnight movies can you direct like an expert? Two idiots towards the midnight music or course you can divert. 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds. Let's use this gangster rap when eyes aren't blindness. And his element of the gangsters isn't effectiveness. And your own midnight movies can you direct like an expert? Two idiots towards the midnight music or course you can divert. 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths. A lot of movies looks like asphalt and concrete and cardboard. There are dogs and cats, pandas and wombats and gorilla grub aboard. And your own midnight movies can you direct like an expert? Two idiots towards the midnight music or course you can divert. 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds, 28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds.
Bitch, what the fuck? Shut up. Close the mouth. Bitch, creature, fuck. Or fuck to death, I'll fuck you. Creed critter, close the fucking mouth. Billy checked to eto tybal zisaka. Fucking criteria, kill your death.
Oberättat passant hit. Slysningen till jävla tutuvet om rajon blir tuta Celsius obrigan i snack tutakoj.
Boliga check. Sjuet och till balsinga suka.
Hi. Welcome. This is the Bacon's Gang. Equals Texas Street Gang will attack on Bacons. And the big reason the Bacons have already started. My name is Audrey Bacon, and his Bacon members. This gang aggressively will attack on you, walk or drive in this territory. The Bacon
Sarah, I get you honey.
Varför gjorde du det här?
Oh no, Sarah's ransom costs too many money. I have to save her. Don't worry Sarah, I get you honey.
Давай телефон.
За что? Я тебе сколько раз говорил, в фуфайках ко мне не заводи. Выведи этого идиота!
Ты на жертву не налегай. Скажи лучше, где Фокса.
Смотри, вот школа, вот парк.
Слушай, может, не поедешь сегодня на дело?
А что такое?
Примета плохая.
Правильно говорил. Идите в парк, найдите фраера. Полным дебилом.
Where is Sarah? Where is Sarah? She's been kidnapped.
What went to me? Yeah. Well, take off your panties. Now there will be love.
Hi. My name is Bob Willy Cartel. And you mirror. Can you see me? Yes, I understand who Fox Doberman exiled from Left Star Island, Couchberg. Who can't exile me Fox to Right Star Island? The mirror looks like in real reflection. Left Star Island is a first island in Couchberg, at start. Right Star Island is a second island in Couchberg, before the robbing successfully at Bank with Kirkle's Gangsters 6 stars. Clifford Point is a skyscraper casino downtown in Right Star Island. There's too much casinos in Couchberg, Right Star Island, near the Great Beach and piers with Ferris wheel, roller coaster and parking lot to enjoy your stay in Couchberg. Black's Casino, it is a 2-higher skyscraper casino where live are Black Jesus, Black Enrique, and Black Frank were robbed who? Jester Casino, it is a high skyscraper casino where live the clowns and leader of Clown Mafia, but Smuts Butson from Left Star Island, Circus Point. Gurkle's Casino, it is a medium skyscraper casino where are live Fox Doberman and his Gurkle's Gangsters. Couchberg Official International Airport, it is an international airport, there's a restricted area 4 stars. When I wear a police uniform, it can access now Couchberg Official International Airport. Enjoy your stay in Couchberg. You have been committed crime randomly at Seaport Pupik US, Right Star Federal Prison, a prison 4 stars, 2 stars, if the player briefly flies over the area. You have been committed random crime at Right Star Federal Prison. You have been committed crime randomly at Bandit Highway.
You have been committed crime randomly at Retro Goldwyn Place. You have been committed crime randomly at Vankenhof Beach by thuggish leaders. Great Commerce Military Base. A military base 4 stars, 2 stars, if the player briefly flies over the area. You have been committed crime randomly again at Great Military Commerce. You have been committed crime randomly at Moop Hickway. You have been robbed Clown's Casino by Fox Doberman and his Gurkles gangsters at Clifford Point. Right Star Lift Bridge repairing is successfully completed. Zoya Road and Gangsta Bridge were used to travel Right Star Island. You have been took Clown's Mafia territory in Blockway. Where have been committed crime randomly at Bonnetery Beach. Gurkles gangsters control his territory at West Peninsula near Eve Road. Yin Yan Park locates Retro Goldwyn Rare Studios, Textual City, where Gurkles and Clowns control their territories. Pooflin Street has been committed crime immediately. Couchburg Official International Airport 4 stars, 2 stars, if the player flies over the area. All of Couchburg.
You guys look very unflattering. Ah! No! No! Stop! Stop it! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Oh, shoot. No, 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 no! Why? 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 Alright, just gonna hang over right and grab some gas rope. No! Ah! Come on in, beautiful. Let's go for a ride. No! Stop it! Stop it! Ah! I'm gonna train for this bike marathon even if it kills me. Oh! Nice night for a jog, huh, guys? Ah! Ah! Oh, shoot. Ah! Ah! He's going for the 900! Woo! Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh! No! 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 Ah! Ah! Not again! Leave me alone! No! I believe I can fly. I believe I... Gang. Okay. Good. Why? Why? Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Your car sucks. Oh shoot. Ah! Ah! Oh! Hello, ladies. Do you mind if I join your yoga? Ah! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Hey, do you guys know where like the Cluckin' Bell is around here? I'm just new to the neighborhood and I just was wondering if I oh crap. Not again! Not again! Why? Kobe, baby. Whoa, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. No. Bleh. This is gonna take a while. Well, there goes my plane. What the heck? Is this guy real?
Все, ложись и спи.
Я хочу играть на телефоне.
Какой еще играть на телефоне? А ну выключи и положи телефон. Спать давай, тушу свет.
Я хочу кушать и пить чай.
Какой есть и пить чай, спать легай.
Я хочу играть на компьютере.
А ну выключи, какой играть на компьютере. Ночь на улице, люди спят.
Я хочу читать и рисовать и кататься на гироборде.
Спать давай, я тушу еще. Один шум завяжу до дерева на улице и съест собаки.
Right star lift bridge, Kunchberg, X.1000, Y.79, Z.500.
I'm Geraint Clifford and I'm living in Grand Casino in Clifford Point, and good times at White Star Lift Bridge. And near the ocean at Zoe Road. Sorry, we can't coordinate immediately at Marker Point. Please try again later. What is? The highway bridge lifting good something first.
Shut up. Bitch creep fuck. Come here you wanna bitch, but creep fuck you bitch but creep fuck shit. Or fuck to death.
You guys look very unflattering.
Gum, you god, you're still alive in Pet Shop, and got you alive. I've toured to Clifford Point, let's check those casinos. The Jester Casino, very higher skyscraper casino where live entire the Clowns Mafia, and their leader Butts Mutzwebsen. Possibly robbed by Fox Doberman, and his Gurkles gangsters in this point. The Black's Casino, much high skyscraper casino, there lived Black Jesus, Black Enrique, and Black Frank, possibly purchased their property by Black family based on Las Vegas. Clifford Plaza building, it is a hypermarket skyscraper, where the people get up all floors with escalator or elevator. Gentle Co Casino, where the people on earth, just a normal casino live by people purchases the property at this casino. Clifford Beach, there people were going at vacation. And it here have Ferris wheel and market stall shops too.
Bitch, you.
Southwest of White Star.
won't come.
Mom! Jay, get in here! Oh, that's... Big smoke. Come on, homie, move! Can a low come up in your game?
For me, yep, don't mean shit to me. I've got some shit, yep, it for me, yep.
Oh, shit! Oh,
Come on! Oh, fuck! Busy, yo. Those shoes at her? Shoes had always been there for us.
Get off my ribs, you dumb bastard! Show me how they drive on the East Coast, Buster.
Damn! Bullshit!
You can't drive for shit!
Nice car, Rodden.
Clifford Point is a commercial casino for in White Star Island, housing much of the city's massive skyscrapers, casinos, and museums and galleries, which are primarily concentrated towards the north, east, and south. In comparison to depictions of neighboring Moot Way as a place of huge business and formality, Clifford Point occupants are seemingly more culturally inclined and less formal in appearance. Moot Way is a commercial district in southeast White Star Island. It borders great military commerce to the north, Clifford Point to the west, and an unspecified body of water to the south and east. The district has no gang activity, although some businesses pay protectionism. Moot Way boasts few places of interest beside its towering skyscrapers and a casino on the southeast, which assumes different names respectively.
Detention of a dangerous professional killer. Yes, sir. Liquor store robbery. Find a thief. Yes, sir. Someone is tormenting a dogs for this address. Go to pet store.
Yes, sir. Sir, there is a complaint these dogs are on kennel at pet store.
See, officer, the kennels are empty here.
No.
Or what will you do? Just cut the femoral artery of a woman you were close to. Jiggles, it is a Texas gang based in the United States of America, and the leader of gang Fox Dolan. Friendly when Bob and Fox wear gang suit, aggressive when Bob wear police department uniform. Clowns, it is a gang based from circuses, and leader of Clowns Mafia Butts and aggressive when Bob and Fox enter Left Star Island. Butts Clowns will track them down. Bacons, it is a Texas gang based in UK, and the leader of Bacon's gang will October. The clans are aggressive and Bob and Fox see them. Asians, it is a Asian gang based in Tokyo, and the leader of Asian Ninjas is Light. The clans are aggressive when Bob and Fox wear gang suit. Black Spades, it is an American gang based in the US, and the leader is unknown. Unusual when Bob and Fox are seen.
Hey Bob. Bob. Hey. I'm a vampire. Listen to me. I'm behind the fool. He just fixed that door. Man faktiskt.
Breaking news. Bob and Fox Doberman have been exiled by Butzbutson. Approaching his casino will cause his clowns to attack. Bob and Fox Doberman can freely re-enter Lepstar Island. Lepstar Island is restricted for Bob and Fox Doberman from Jester Wipeout until Jester Victory due to Butts drug dealer being killed by Fox Doberman. There are no roadblocks, however upon entering Lepstar Island, Butzbutson will send clowns after Bob Fox Doberman. News reporter signs out. All rights reserved. Enjoy your stay in my little hotel. Hotel Bankhoff 69 and Hotel Martin Harper 53 were attacked most with redstone monstrosity. Bob's coffee shop with Dimitri Warrens were protected by Seinfeld FBI agency.
Походу, в мене даже на одну ногу не хватає. Ну що? Предупреждать надо!
I'm recording most Science News with Jack Funk Cartel.
Давай! Второй шанс, Мейсон. Вот. Бедренную артерию женщины, с которой ты был близок. Что? Ты будешь делать? Не надо! Давай! Нет! Второй шанс, Мейсон. Вот. Давай! Нет! Второй шанс, Мейсон. Вот. Бедренную артерию женщины, с которой ты был близок. Что? Ты будешь делать? Не надо! Давай! Нет! Второй шанс, Мейсон. Вот.
Industrial markets clogged, where is secure housed? Mayor, we don't make a diamond and produce goods from nowhere. It looks like our industrial growth is putting us strand on limited neighbor connections. Put some gas in the industry engine by rolling out more local oil systems to our neighbors. We can't sell our oils when we're sitting on our products, can we? The steam technologies seek high and slow pen. Mayor, I know you sometimes have trouble distinguishing between a calculator and a cookie. But a host of bright scientific minds move at the city of large knows and respect science and technology. The Committee for Community members has announced an advanced research center will be built here in Juggling Town with blessing, of course. Some of the protagonist, the carpenter. Mayor, Juggling Town has become a community community of more than 1,000 sims, and those spiritually minded sims are requesting a gathering place to express their ongoing concerns. Please consider a petition for a house of worship in Juggling Town. Acts were put sims on solid ground. Mayor, there are some simple but compelling cost-benefit formulas, and one of the best is that education means opportunity. Not to mention that it helps some satisfaction in general good. Take place to promote full education in Juggling Town, keeping all the school systems sound and all libraries and museums well-funded. An educated workforce is a force to be reckoned with. Broadcasting will consider Juggling Town as a star. Make sure your site is visible. Mayor, the cameras are rolling. Looks like Juggling Town has gotten the attention of some media logos, and they want to put the television studio into operation now. Now what I've seen is once so popular with no tears, only cheers. Juggling Town should need to come in any day now. Oh there, Mayor. Juggling Town is a charming and cosmopolitan city, and our seaside settings put us on every tourist site in the world. So it's no surprise that Global Royal Curves Alliance wants to drop anchor here. They're offering to make Juggling Town what their premier ports is called if we get a small service building a cruise ship port. I must say, the increase in tourism will help our local businesses and pay worth the expense. Juggling Town will go into the new stock market. Another feather in your cap, Mayor. The Hungarian supporters of money, they incorporated and recognized that there are no strangers to high-flying finance, and they've asked to locate the central stock exchange in Juggling Town. which they trade me a little goblet of mine. This should keep my long-distance bills down. Mayor of Giants of government gifts. Excellent news, Mayor. Everywhere I turn, I run into citizens who have never gotten into the leadership. It seems the whole city is mesmerized by the charms and the cunning city management. Holly has been trying to get everyone in line, but I feel like turning calls from the mayor's testaments and all your secrets. Walk tall, Mayor, walk tall. Industrial markets clogged, where is secret housed? Mayor, we don't need a guy with a produce goods from nowhere. It looks like our industrial growth is putting a strain on our limited naval connections. Put some gas in the industry engine by rolling out more limited rail systems to our neighbors. We can't sell our oils while we're sitting on our products, can we? Attention, unauthorized penetration of zombies.
Слушай, если тебе нравится тусовка со стороны, ты ему так и скажешь, что у тебя это перевязал, это друг, удан.
Ты не понимаешь, любовь всегда.
Точно. Виталька молодец, дал нам хорошую идею. Давайте напьемся с оформом вместе.
Нет, давай ты лучше напьемся с водителем и убьем такую.
Напишите по телевизору покажут.
Нет, нам все вместе нужно броситься под поезд. Да, конечно. В мене кроссовки нужны. Не дай
Ребята, помощите. Давайте выберемся на крышу и сбросим за руки.
Мне надо посвящаться знать. Алло, мама, привет. Скажи, а можно я с ранчиками вместе с крышей? Никак, ты меня тоже.
What? They had me too. It was awful. Sweaty and hot. Nobody laid a finger on me, but they got away. Remember, if you don't do what they want. Armando Mendes. Oh, he wanted me too.
Roliga chock. 2-1-10 Balsinga syfte.
Luis!
We just need... Roliga chock. 2-1-10 Balsinga syfte.
Sarah. David. Come on.
Woke up. Mom! Hey, get in here! Oh, that's... Big smoke. Come on, homie, move! Can a low come up in your gang?
For me, yep, don't mean shit to me. I've got some shit, yep, it for me, yep.
Oh, shit! Right. Come on! Oh, fuck! Video. Those shoes at her? Shoes had always been there for us.
Get off my ribs, you dumb bastard! Show me how they drive on the East Coast, Buster.
Oh. Damn! Bullshit! Oh, you can't drive for shit! Nice car, Rodden.
В натуре качает. Когда вы этому научились?
I would like to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Superstar. The future is now. Time to groove. East Coast Electro Groove. It moves. Flow with the music. Funky music. Okay. One man's beat. Beat me, baby. UK beat. Transmission. Play with my cover.
Bump to the beat that moves your feet.
Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back. Play with my cover.
Bump to the beat that moves your feet.
Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back.
My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me.
I would like to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Superstar. The future is now. Time to groove. East Coast Electro Groove. It moves. Flow with the music. Funky music. Okay. One man's beat. Beat me, baby. UK beat. Transmission. Play with my cover.
Bump to the beat that moves your feet.
Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back. Play with my cover.
Bump to the beat that moves your feet.
Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back.
My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me.
Rock me, baby. Rock me, baby. Taking you to a higher state. Goodbye, sober day.
Easy on the cut. Easy on the cut.
Rock me, baby. Rock me, baby. Taking you to a higher state. Goodbye, sober day.
Easy on the cut. Easy on the cut.
My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please fix it for me. My ears are white. My bicycle is broken. Please
guys look very unflattering. Ah! No! No! Stop! Stop it! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Oh, shoot. No, 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 no! Why? 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 Alright, just gonna hang on right and grab some gas. No! Ah! Come on in, beautiful. Let's go for a ride. No! Stop it! Stop it! Ah! I'm gonna train for this bike marathon even if it kills me. Oh! Nice night for a jog, huh, guys? Ah! Ah! Oh, shoot. Ah! Ah! He's going for the 900! Woo! Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! Oh! No! 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 Ah! Ah! Not again! Leave me alone! No! I believe I can fly. I believe I... Gang. Okay. Good. Why? Why? Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Your car sucks. Oh shoot. Ah! Ah! Oh! Hello, ladies. Do you mind if I join your yoga? Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Hey, do you guys know where like the Cluckin' Bell is around here? I'm just new to the neighborhood and I just was wondering if oh crap. Not again! Not again! Why? Kobe, baby. Whoa, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. No. Bleh. This is gonna take a while. Well, there goes my plane. What the heck? Is this guy real? Nope.
Все, ложись и спи. Я хочу играть на телефоне. Какой еще играть на телефоне? А ну выключи и положи телефон. Спать давай, тушу свет. Я хочу кушать и пить чай. Какой есть и пить чай, спать легай. Я хочу играть на компьютере. А ну выключи, какой играть на компьютере. Ночь на улице, люди спят. Я хочу читать и рисовать и кататься на гироборде. Спать давай, я тушу еще. Один шум завяжу до дерева на улице и съест собаки.
know. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah.
Left Star Island General Hospital, Blogway, Kunchberg. X.150Y.70Z.680.
28 shots, 28 deaths, 28 ammo super, 28 sheds.
Stew. Well done. Now, breathe. Well done. Oh, my little sim.
It had a heart attack allergy. Sir, get out of here. So, all done. What you do next time, huh? Yes. It costs 3 emeralds. Sure. I also have for me.
Жили в Блэкс казино и прекращали работу с семьей, потом закрыли мое казино. Спасибо.
Thanks for the information.
Hej Bob. Bob. Hej. I'm över here. Homie, listen to me. I'm behind the fool. Just fix that door. Don't make this personal. Man faktiskt shit.
Come on.
Welcome to Agent 100. In the plot, Agent Armando is prepared with the rat becoming a friend. At the moment, stormy weather on Shannon Sauce from Axton to what much less is young Peterson's then Superman is reason that blessing to defend them. You must pretty much represent the family you are having that you must destroy Shannon with the racist. Unsaved military vessel will save the country, and then this movie is a bit of Oktober 22, 2019. I'm enjoying the movie was stay. Agent Armando, Oktober 22, 2019. At the cinema.
It's me, Jack Funk Cartel. What is my news today? Excellent news. Seaport Poophick is built well protection from redstone monstrosity. Maze Bank built and used his protection from redstone monstrosity's lasers. Excellent news. Seaport Poophick is built well protection from redstone monstrosity. Maze Bank built and used his protection from redstone monstrosity's lasers. Redstone monstrosity attacks Couchberg, while Couchberg State Police protection with SWAT. FBI agency shout we are under attack. Can I meet with Gribbo? No. FBI agency protection bosses deceased by redstone monstrosity's lasers. While shoot on entrance gate Seaport Poophick US, when activated gate randomly moves faster. And night in your house were robbed 12th apartment there breaking news. I'm recording most Scion News with Jack Funk Cartel. Hotel Vankenhof 69 and Hotel Martin Harper 53 were attacked most with redstone monstrosity. Bob's Coffee Shop with Dimitri Warrens were protected by Scion FBI agency. Hotel Vankenhof 69 and Hotel Martin Harper 53 were attacked most with redstone monstrosity. Bob's Coffee Shop with Dimitri Warrens were protected by Scion FBI agency. Enjoy your stay in my little hotel. All rights reserved at...
Later.
From afar, since you two should be calling the police. Breaches the Yakuza, we'll lock Sarah Price with his back. It's alright. Bob, don't stand some brushes. There are 10 of these children. Everything. MRS tour will end crying. That is, I'm holding on, so the sun's flying. We have the phone stolen, and the pests look, and the dick gave them to the nursery. My uncle sold it to my apartment in the Hotel Vankenhof 69. It's poor fashion to live Sarah through it and my child from us. My delicious child, you are mine, so it would never does. I'll call you Yusa anyway, we won't be my toxoid. KK.